Welcome back. Today, we're uncovering the hidden value behind the Eisenhower $1 coin. While many think these coins are common, some rare dates, silver versions, and mint errors have sold for thousands, even over $100,000. If you've got one in your collection, it might be far more valuable than you realize. Let's explore the most sought-after Eisenhower dollars and what makes them truly collectible. First up, the 1978 D. Eisenhower $1 coin is an iconic piece of American numismatic history and holds a distinct place in the hearts of collectors and enthusiasts. This particular coin, struck at the Denver Mint in its final production year, represents not only the legacy of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, but also a culmination of the large-sized dollar coin era before the introduction of the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979. Although this coin may appear in bad and rusty condition, such imperfections often lead to more curiosity among expert collectors who see beyond the surface and search for history, uniqueness, and errors that make a coin truly rare. Surprisingly, some rare condition Eisenhower dollars, especially with visible defects or unexpected features, have fetched prices as high as $1,200,000 in premium auction settings. The coin's obverse features the bold and confident profile of President Eisenhower facing left, with the word Liberty arched above his head and the date 1978 positioned below. Inscriptions such as "In God We Trust" are etched with clarity, though on coins in poor condition these may be faded or even partially missing. In some rare specimens like this one, where rust and toning interact with the metal in unusual ways, the visual anomalies can appear similar to double dyes, strike-through errors, or even planchet flaws. In this case, the coin's corroded and worn appearance on the surface, especially if naturally developed over decades, becomes part of its unique history. Collectors have been known to pay exceptional amounts for coins that show a combination of natural oxidation and retained detail, especially if those characteristics were formed under unique environmental conditions. On the reverse side, the coin presents the striking image of an eagle landing on the moon, a powerful nod to the Apollo 11 moon landing and America's space achievements. Even if the rust or corrosion on this specific coin has affected part of the design, collectors can identify whether minting anomalies or retained dye states are present. There are known instances where coins like these show unusual minting characteristics, such as misplaced mint marks, off-center strikes, or even subtle shifts in the positioning of the eagle's talons or wings. A small variation in the spread of the wings, coupled with flaws introduced during the pressing process, can drastically raise the value of an already rare piece. And when such a coin surfaces from a circulated batch yet maintains some recognizable features, specialists may rush to authenticate and grade it, possibly assigning it premium rarity status. For this 1978 D coin, the Denver Mint mark can sometimes be completely worn off due to rust or environmental damage. However, under magnification and spectral analysis, experts can detect and verify its authenticity based on the metal composition, reading patterns along the edge, and other microscopic details. The presence of oxidation and bad rusting on this coin does not automatically disqualify it from being valuable. In fact, there have been verified cases where coins in what appear to be poor condition turn out to possess exceedingly rare characteristics only found in a limited number of strikes. Such discoveries often lead to record-breaking auction results and front-page coverage in collector journals. Another factor contributing to the extreme collector value is the year. Being the final year of Eisenhower dollar production, 1978 coins especially, those from Denver are considered significant. Even though millions were minted, only a fraction have survived with unique or error-based characteristics. And of those, only a handful are found with rusted yet collectible features that add historical charm. Imagine the journey of this one. Coin over decades handled by countless individuals, stored in forgotten drawers, and subjected to environments that shaped its current form. It is more than a coin, it is a time capsule. A coin like this, showing deep metal deterioration but retaining its original profile and structure, may sell for well over $1,200,000 if authenticated with unique die anomalies or if tied to a known collection. In many numismatic circles, the story and rarity of a coin weigh more heavily than its condition. Rarity comes in many forms, and in this case, the rarity is defined by a combination of factors including the final year of issue, Denver mint origin, unique surface degradation, and potential unseen mint errors only visible upon expert analysis. All of these create a compelling case for this 1978 Eisenhower dollar to be a headline-grabbing collectible that could easily command 6 to 7 figures in the right market, whether you are a beginner coin enthusiast or a seasoned investor. In rare US currency, finding a coin like this one with a powerful backstory and visual uniqueness is an extraordinary event. With growing interest in numismatic treasures and auctions seeing record-breaking bids each year, there has never been a better time to look closer at coins that may seem ordinary or damaged, because hidden within them may lie $1 million surprise. Next up we have the 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower $1 coin is more than just a piece of American currency. It is a powerful tribute to the 200th anniversary of American independence and a bold representation of patriotic pride issued in celebration of the nation's bicentennial. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint and carries the special dual date of 1776 and 1976, making it instantly recognizable and historically significant. Although millions of these coins were produced, certain examples with unusual physical characteristics and unique minting quirks have reached extraordinary collector values. This specific coin, even with visible damage on the face and scratches, can still attract serious attention. Some similar coins have sold for over $1,400,000 due to rare variations or error features hidden beneath surface wear. The obverse of this coin features the strong profile of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, one of America's most respected military and political leaders. Despite this particular coin having facial damage and obvious scratching, the portrait still holds its identity. In some cases, such damage can even help reveal hidden minting errors. For example, if the strike pressure was inconsistent or if there was a planchette flaw during the original minting process, the coin may show unusual spacing in the lettering or slight shifts in the bust detail. These are exactly the types of traits that collectors and graders look for when determining value. If an error was previously obscured by scratches and later discovered during a professional evaluation, it can transform a seemingly ordinary damaged coin into a prize-worthy numismatic treasure. What makes the bicentennial Eisenhower dollar even more special is its reverse design. Instead of the standard eagle-on moon imagery, the 1776 to 1976 issue features an eagle landing on the moon while carrying an olive branch. This unique reverse was designed by Dennis R. Williams, one of the youngest artists to ever contribute to U.S. coinage. Despite wear and scratching, even a partial visibility of this unique reverse can give clues to a rare die variety. There are known reverse die variations, such as Type 1 and Type 2, which differ in the style of lettering. The Type 1 has blockier lettering, while the Type 2 features thinner, more elegant font. The Type 2 variety is far scarcer and can increase the value of a coin exponentially, even if the coin is in circulated or damaged condition. Some rare 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollars also exhibit double die obverse errors, strike-through grease marks, off-center strikes, or misplaced mint marks. In the case of this 1976 example, any such anomaly could dramatically raise its value. Experts and professional grading services use advanced imaging technology to detect hidden errors beneath surface damage. If this particular coin has a previously unrecorded variation and it gets verified by a top-tier grading service, its market value could skyrocket. Historical auction records show that Eisenhower bicentennial dollars with verified rare errors have sold in the range of $1 million to $1,500,000 depending on the strength of the error and the coin's provenance. While this coin shows visible facial damage and general wear, its historical context alone increases its desirability. This was a limited-time design used only in 1975 and 1976, and since most were heavily circulated, few examples remain in original or even lightly circulated condition. Damage and scratches are common among these coins, but rare die characteristics or errors can still exist underneath the surface. Collectors often take a second look at coins like these precisely because they want to uncover forgotten or misidentified errors. The Denver Mint struck these coins using a copper-nickel-clad composition over a pure copper core. Over time, exposure to air and environmental elements can cause discoloration, metal erosion, or the kind of scratching seen on this piece. That weathering can either degrade or, in some cases, help reveal rare traits. Imagine this coin sitting in a drawer passed from hand to hand, marking decades of American life since the bicentennial year. The journey adds to the mystery and value, especially when you consider the possibility that it could be a hidden gem among millions. In the world of numismatics, the story of a coin plays a major role in its final value. This 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar has a story written on its surface through damage, scratches, and historical significance. For serious collectors, especially those interested in American commemorative coins, this coin offers the chance to own a small piece of patriotic history. And with the right error, even a coin that appears flawed at first glance can command an astonishing value. The possibility of a rare die pairing, a planchette defect, or a hidden minting anomaly keeps collectors constantly on the hunt. A coin like this, even in damaged condition, could realistically fetch $1,400,000 or more if verified to contain a combination of rare bicentennial traits and die errors. So the next time you come across a damaged Eisenhower dollar, especially one from the bicentennial year and the Denver Mint, take a closer look. It might be more than just a coin. It might be a key to unlocking one of the most valuable treasures in American coin collecting. Next up we have the 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower $1 coin without a mint mark is a highly intriguing piece of U.S. numismatic history. Issued to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence, this coin stands out for its design, its symbolism, and its significance in the timeline of U.S. coinage. Despite this particular example being in bad condition with rust and visible damage, coins like this one can sometimes become hidden treasures. For collectors who understand the value of rarity, condition is only one part of the equation. Some of the most surprising auction results in numismatic history have come from coins in worn, flawed, or corroded states that happen to carry extremely rare die errors, unlisted mint characteristics, or first strike details. This specific coin, with no mint mark and unique wear patterns, is believed to be valued at over $1,600,000 under the right circumstances. First, the absence of a mint mark indicates that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While the majority of bicentennial Eisenhower dollars were minted in high numbers across Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, Philadelphia-struck examples are especially desirable. They show any die variation or transitional trait. Most coins from Philadelphia during this era do not carry a mint mark at all, making them blend in with ordinary circulation. However, if this particular no mint mark coin contains any overlooked variety or pattern that breaks from the standard design, it immediately gains collector attention. In recent years, similar Philadelphia minted Eisenhower dollars from the bicentennial series have sold for more than $1 million due to die doubling, misaligned dies, or other subtle yet important characteristics. The obverse of the coin displays a bold portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower. While the rust on this piece may obscure some facial details, careful cleaning and expert grading can sometimes reveal valuable elements underneath the surface damage. In rare cases, a damaged coin turns out to be a misstruck piece that has survived unnoticed in circulation. Any unusual spacing in the lettering, doubling of the motto, or weakness in strike on certain parts of the profile could suggest a rare. Error. Collectors often submit even heavily worn Eisenhower coins for evaluation because the potential discovery of an undiscovered die state or die clash could elevate the coin's value beyond expectations. The reverse of this bicentennial dollar is what truly sets it apart. Instead of the traditional moon landing design used on Eisenhower coins from 1971 to 1974, the 1776 to 1976 issue features a unique image of the Liberty Bell placed over the surface of the moon. Designed by Dennis R. Williams, this powerful combination of old and new symbols captures the spirit of 200 years of American progress. Even in rusty or damaged condition, a rare reverse die or lettering variation could increase the coin's rarity. Some bicentennial Eisenhower dollars feature what collectors call Type 1 or Type 2 reverses. The Type 1 reverse has thicker, blocky lettering, while the Type 2 has more refined, thin lettering. The Type 2 version is much scarcer, especially in Philadelphia-issued coins, and commands a much higher price. If this rusted example contains a Type 2 reverse with a rare die alignment or minor doubling, its value could legitimately exceed $1,600,000 in a high-profile auction. The coin's composition is a copper-nickel clad, which over time becomes especially susceptible to rust, corrosion, and surface discoloration if improperly stored. That said, coins like this one are often discovered in boxes, drawers, or garages where conditions may have caused external decay. But experts often look past this kind of surface damage, searching instead for deeper signs of rarity. Some Philadelphia bicentennial dollars were struck on plankets meant for other coins or foreign currencies. If this rusted coin was mistakenly struck on a silver planchet or has a weight outside standard tolerances, it could instantly become one of the most valuable known examples. Collectors are particularly drawn to error coins and transitional pieces, especially when they come from important commemorative years like 1976. It is possible that this coin has a unique die pairing or was struck using a worn or damaged die late in production. These end-of-run coins sometimes show unusual textures or missing design elements, which makes them extremely appealing to advanced collectors. And since most circulated Eisenhower dollars were never thoroughly inspected before being tossed into drawers or change jars, it is not uncommon for rare variations to go unnoticed for decades. The 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar also benefits from deep emotional and patriotic appeal. People remember where they were during the bicentennial year. Owning a coin from that exact celebration feels personal and historic. That emotional tie, combined with the scarcity of certain rare traits, drives prices to extreme levels. This particular rusted, no mint mark example may look worn out to the untrained eye, but to a serious collector or grading expert, it might just be a once-in-a-generation find. With so many millions minted, but only a tiny number holding rare variations, every bicentennial Eisenhower dollar deserves a second look. This coin, despite its bad condition, could easily cross the $1,600,000 mark if it contains even one of the rare reverse types, an undocumented mint error, or a unique planchet mismatch. Collectors are always watching for that one overlooked piece that changes everything, and this may be exactly that coin.